Welcome back to Stoneblock 4. I'm Bumstar, and in today's episode, we're finally going to start automating our hostile neural network using modular routers and AE2 to clean things up and make it fully hands-off. After that, we're going to take a look at the tier 4 quest line and see what's coming up next. And then we'll finish the episode by upgrading our Apothic Enchanting setup to push our gear even further. We've got a lot to get done, so let's just jump right in. So last episode, we finally upgraded our power. And so far I've made 4 reactors, but I can't make any more because I don't have any more blaze rods. And to get blaze rods, we need to upgrade our hostile neural networks. So let's go take a look at it. So we currently have it set up down over here. And as it stands right now, I need to come in here, grab our predictions, and put them in our loop fabricator. And just do that every time, as well as constantly filling up the prediction matrices. And I think it's time to completely automate that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run a cable over here, and then we're going to place an ME interface down. And in that ME interface, we're going to tell it we need prediction matrices, and we want a stack of them in here at all times. And we're going to take a crafting card and put that in there as well, because we have the pattern for prediction matrices already set up. So now it'll just always have 64 sitting in here waiting to be distributed. And then we're going to take a modular router. We're going to place it right underneath. And we're going to go ahead and make a distributor model. And we're going to right click that into the air. And we're going to make it put prediction matrices. And we're going to send them out of the router. And make sure it's also set to round robin. And I believe we need to change that to a whitelist. And then we're going to shift right click on our 2 simulation chambers. And then we're also going to make a pooler module, and we're also going to set that to prediction matrices as a whitelist. And we're going to shift right click the interface and put that in here. So now it's going to pull prediction matrices, and it's going to send them into our 2 anyway, and now it's going to send those into our simulation chambers. And it's kind of slow, so we'll make some speed upgrades for that. And as you can see, this is then going to fill up with prediction matrices and just be sitting in the buffer there. So that's kind of what this modular router is going to be used for because of these prediction matrices. So now we're going to make a second modular router, and we'll go ahead and place that one directly underneath. And then we're going to want to make a pooler module and 2 sender modules. And make sure when you have multiple models that you're going to split them up so they're not stacked, or else they will make the same exact changes. So first we're going to start with the pooler module, and we're going to pull blaze predictions and wither predictions. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intended or something that's changed, but it doesn't seem like we can do more than one item in our modules anyway. Oh, here we go. It doesn't look like we're able to do more than one prediction at a time. Okay, so we're going to use a distributor module then to do predictions and our generalized predictions. But it doesn't look like we can do more than one regular prediction on a single model. So we'll transfer these into the router from here, and we'll put that distributor in here. And then we're going to use a sender module and set that to our generalized predictions. And we're going to shift right click that into our interface. Anytime we get the generalized predictions, they're just going to be sent directly to the interface. And now with this sender module, we're going to put our regular predictions in, and we're going to send them to the loop fabricator. Then we're going to make another sender because it looks like this is still pulling the wither predictions out, even though we only have it set up to blaze prediction. So we're going to need to set that up for the wither predictions. Let's go ahead and make some more speed upgrades. And then to just speed up this whole process even more, we're going to do another modular router. And we could set this up in this modular router here, but that way nothing gets backed up. We'll do a separate one. We're just going to right click on this loop fabricator and place this in here. And this will start taking anything that is in the loop fabricator and sending it here. And then we'll take a sender module and shift right click on the ME interface and pop that in here. And now it's going to start putting it into our interface. Once again, let's add some speed modules. And now this whole system is completely automated. So all we have to do then is anytime that we add a new simulation chamber, we need to add it to the distributor module for the prediction matrices. And we need to add a sender module for the specific predictions, since we can't seem to stack them on the same model yet. And it seems to be working just fine. So now we have nether stars and blaze rods completely automated, and all they require is a little bit of power and, well, a little bit. It's a pretty good amount of it. And also a side note, I am no longer going to be showing you making patterns in our applied energistic autocrafting setup because, well, at this point, I'm sure that you know how to do it or you've seen how to do it. If not, you can check out pretty much any of the previous episodes where I go over it each time. But from now on, if it's something that's simple to craft, I'm just going to automatically make that and just craft the item through it just to save us some time and, less bloat. But now, anytime we have a mob that we would like something from, that is something like a wither or a blaze, or any type of boss or anything specific, we can set up another simulation chamber with it and have it completely automated to get whatever resource from it that we would like to. And just for example, at the catalyst here, we could grab a drowned data model, creeper, spider, skeleton, zombie, witch, any of these, and any drops that come from them, we can have automated. Alright, and then we're just making some awkward potions so we can make some night vision potions. So we'll be able to make our health shelf of Masterful Insight. And the reason for that is it'll give us 2 enchanting clues. So we get some better insight to what enchants we're going to get. Now we still have some room to grow in terms of our Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana. And to do that, we're going to need Infused Dragon's Breath. So we're going to need at least 80 Eterna. We're going to need to bring our Quanta down and have at least 60 Arcana. Now we have our health shelf of Masterful Insight. Go ahead and place that down. So now if we want to enchant something, we can see even more of the enchants. And now in order to get to 80 Eterna, we're going to need some Warden Tendrils. And to get Warden Tendrils, well, we're going to need a Warden Prediction. So let's head to the Deep Dark and kill the Warden a few times. Make sure to put our deep learner in here so we don't lose this. And we got one of our Warden Tendrils, but we're going to want to do that a couple more times. 5 more to be exact. Alright, and now that I have the Warden dead and a data model set up, let's go ahead and get rid of this drowned and throw the Warden in here. And let's get that set up for some Warden drops. Let's take some of our... Oh, that isn't what I wanted to do. Put our infused health shelf back down. And let's go ahead and make some Echoing Skulk shelves. Just take Echoing Deep shelves with the Warden Tendril and Skulk Catalyst. That's now put us at 80 Eterna, 64 Quanta, and 71 Arcana. Now our criteria is not met for this yet, so what do we need? 15 and 30 Quanta with 60 Arcana. So let's put our Deep Shelf of Arcane Treasures down. That's going to bring us down a little bit, but we still have too much Arcana, it looks like. Actually, we have plenty of Arcana. We need less Quanta. We're making a Geode Encased Bookshelf. And that should bring us down to enough Quanta. Let's double check. We're still 4 Quanta too high. We need a little less Quanta. I think if we get rid of some of our health shelves here. There we go. So now we need some levels. We've got our Infused Dragon's Breath. Get rid of some of our regular bookshelves here. And to round this up, we're going to make a B shelf for some Quanta. And we just need to put some more down for Eterna now. And now we're at 90 Eterna, 100 Quanta, 100 Arcana with 5 enchanting clues. And then from there, we have our enchantment library here. And we don't have the library of Alexandria yet because we still need 100 to turn up, but we can't do that yet until we get a dragon's head. But what we can do is we can take some books and we're going to start getting an absolute ton of enchants on here and then putting them all in our enchanting library. And now we'll be able to go through and enchant all of our gear with much higher enchants, so we have a bit better life going on. And now that we have everything set up so we can continue to expand our energy, and we now have our enchanting table set up with the best enchants that we can currently make, let's take a look at tier 4 before we move on. So we're completing our stage from tier 3.
Your world engine can now support tier 4 upgrades. The WERK will now reboot 3 additional archives. The Echo of the Wormrite will lead you into the realm of the Draconic and the Void. The Echo of Twilight and the Echo of the Ancient will guide you through several vaults across distant dimensions.
Perfect. Let's take a look here. We've got the Echo of the Wormrite. With this Echo, it looks like we'll need to unlock Draconic energy, which looks like it's just going to be some crafting we'll have to do. And within this, it looks like we'll be able to craft all of these items right away. So let's go talk to the Wormrite real quick.
What do we have here? I gotta say, seeing a human reach such heights of knowledge wasn't something I expected. But I'll take the surprise. If my memory serves right, the last thing I was doing before all of this was looking for my brother, Chaos. You haven't seen him around, have you? People tend to think dragons are nothing but wild, fire-breathing beasts with the wings the size of continents. But I'm half dragon, and I turn out pretty normal, right? Anyway, you're here for that upgrade, so let's get to work. I can provide 2 upgrades for your world engine. The first, we'll need some key materials to craft the foundation of Draconic technology. An energy core with 4 stabilizers and 4 crystal matrix blocks. The matrix design isn't dragon tech, of course. My brother borrowed it from Infinity, another Echo he worked closely with.
Seems humans have learned a thing or two since I was last around. So let's go ahead and craft these. How many do I need of each? 4 energy core stabilizers, 1 energy core, and 4 crystal matrix blocks. Alright, so we have our 3 different items we needed here. Dragon's Breath Scroll. Cool. So let's head to the world engine and let's push this upgrade through. Alright, so easy enough. We got our first world engine upgrade done for tier 4, and it looks like we're going to need to make an atomic forge as well as kill the Leviathan. So we're absolutely going to need these gear upgrades that we're working on. And then for the Ancient, it looks like we're going to be going to the Ancient City and going into a vault. And then for Twilight, it looks like we're going to be doing some Twilight Forest bosses. So next episode is going to be quite a lot of killing bosses. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's episode. We got our hostile neural network fully automated using modular routers and applied energistics 2. We took a look at the tier 4 questline to see what's coming next and made some solid upgrades to our Apothic Enchanting setup to keep pushing our gear further. We also squeezed in this small world engine upgrade since we already had all the materials on hand, which is going to help out a lot moving forward. Next episode, we're going to dig into tier 4 progression and maybe finally upgrade our gear, maybe jump into Just Dire Things final tier, and go kill a bunch of bosses. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to check out the Discord if you want to be a part of the community or join our server. As of this episode, we've just started the All the Mods Tend to the Sky server, and that should be quite a bit of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.